now tuned in to the SD Experience Sports Podcast.
So you being a Laker fan, y'all have LeBron now. I mean AD. You got Nunn. You got
No,
Melo. You got
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
No.
You got a list of guys who are all stars, potential all stars, ex all stars.
hmm
I mean, you got a plethora of NBA championship pedigree on the team, right? What are your thoughts on this season? Are they gonna win the whole thing? Because if they don't, they'll never let LeBron them head down. So talk to me.
We can't take nothing less. It's championship. I see the championship. Everybody keep talking about the age factor but you gotta look at it at this standpoint. These are veterans. These are vets. They have been in these certain situations already, so they know how to handle it. But we can't take nothing less than the championship. Like you said, the media, for the fans, everybody, we gotta bring home the trophy. And I really feel that we're going to be able to do it, especially with the team that we got. We might be old, but we're experienced.
So for y'all who don't know, Old School has always been a Laker ever since I've known him. And for the name Old School, for the
Mhm.
people who've never heard of that term used, how did you get the name Old School? Where did it come from? And please give us the origin on that.
Well, this was way back to my high school time. Some of the older guys gave me this name from wearing short shorts like the old school players to doing hook shots. And then listen to old school music before the games. Nobody really does that. Nobody really do that. I think I remember seeing Westbrook say he do it. That like that's rare. Somebody listen to the old school jams to get ready for a game. That was me. That's what I like to do. That's how I relax and stay calm. Just get me through.
So you've been doing that since the beginning of time, and you've been overseas for I think this is your 10th year now. So let's kind of talk about
10th
longevity.
year.
What does it take for a guy to play professional basketball at the top level for 10 years? What is it mentally, physically? Walk me
Oh,
through it.
well, the physical standpoint, you got to take care of your body. And that's not only lifting weights, working out, things like that, but you got to eat right. You got to watch what you eat because all that play a part in your longevity, like you say. The mental side of, when you're playing overseas, excuse me, when you're playing overseas, you by yourself to start off. So you got to be mentally ready when you're playing overseas. And to do it this long, and keep it going is very big. It's not easy to do. It's a difficult task to do. But being mentally and physically ready and fit through all those years is not just during season. It takes the time. You got to take the time during the summer to maintain what you do because it can all leave just like that. Just like that, it can all be gone. But like you just take care of yourself, man. You just gotta take care of yourself, eat right, try your best to eat right, work out, things of that nature. And all of you can do it as long as you
It's
want.
been a while for you. So take me back to your first year. What is some of the things or the hurdles that you had to overcome going and playing in Italy as a youngster? What are you, 21, 22 years old or something at the time? What is it like for
hmm
a guy going all the way across the country to play for a professional basketball team and now being the focal point and knowing that if he does mess up or he doesn't meet the standards of his contract, he can be shipped home? Walk me through that time for you.
I'm my first year, I went to Italy, and back then, excuse me, we didn't have as we had the technology, but you didn't have as much access to the technology to talk to fam back home because if you keep your phone on, for instance, your bill would be sky high. It would be sky high. You'll have to turn your phone off. So back then, I'm looking for Wi-Fi everywhere because I'm in a foreign country. Not everybody have Wi-Fi. So I'm out here by myself, no friends, no family. It's just you, and you got to figure out certain things. So you're really on your own when you come out here, but you got basketball, and that's it really. And you got to pay attention to every little thing, and you got to try to work your way around different obstacles. But starting out in Italy, it was a great experience for me. You learn a lot early. You learn a lot. The culture, everything. And shout out to Italy because they got some of the best food ever outside of Louisiana. You know, Louisiana number one, Italy number two to me.
Man, you kind of talked about the Italian style of food and a lot of the things that are off the court as well as on the court. Um, just like when you were in America, there were things that could deter you and get you off course and get you off track, right? When you're over there in Italy, there's also
Hmm.
things that can lead you down the wrong path and get you shipped back. Tell me how it was on the court for you in the import players. Import players versus guys who are Italian. Talk about the style of play.
Uh, well, first with the import players, you know, we got eyes on us. Everybody want to know what you're bringing. So you got to be some of the hardest workers. Some of the foreign players who's already there, they're established. You know, there's not too many of them, and some of them are some of the younger Italians. You know, they're developing, so they have their spot. With the Americans, you gotta be ready to bring it right then and now. You don't have time to develop. This is professional. They don't have time to develop you. You have to bring it right then and now. Now, if you don't bring it, they will go looking for someone else. They'll let you know, you're not doing what we need you to do. So we're going to have to cut ties. You know, then you're gonna have to be looking for another job, and it's difficult once the season already start. It don't happen too often, man. You ain't gonna just up and get a job right then and now. But there's a lot of opportunity overseas, more than people know, because I didn't know this coming in. There's a lot of opportunity everywhere across the world. It's just you got to find your niche. And with me, I brought what I had from America: work hard, play hard as I can. I'm a hustle player. I defend, I rebound. And you know, it's rare that you find that in an undersized big man that can fight with the big man and go down and guard, switching the pick and roll and guard guards. You know, that's rare. And a lot of teams wanted a player like that. So I was fortunate enough and I was blessed with the ability to be able to do that switch 1 through 5 in my early years. A lot of coaches used to use me for the switch pick and roll because there's a lot of pick and roll going on. And once I got to Italy, I noticed how all of the players there, most of them are great shooters. From the 5 man who's 7 foot tall to the point guard. They work on fundamentals early. They work on it early. And that reminds me of when Kobe first started out. He was in Italy his first 8 years. And he was, look at him, he's very skilled. He learned fundamentals